And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So Virginia Tech's offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little.
All by himself down the middle. Past the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hokie.
Well, they wanted to be aggressive in the passing game, and they didn't waste a lot of time. They take a shot vertically down the field to their star player. He makes the play, and he makes the defense pay.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. So Boston College's offense will go to work for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There are a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that...
Turning it on! That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot. But that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. He stopped. Not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football.
And I love night games because you have all day to get excited, get jacked up. And you could tell, QB might have been a little too excited. Forcing the ball into coverage.
He'll try to take it back. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
That's a really good-looking run there. Think about great Hokie running backs in recent years. David Wilson, Lee Suggs, Kevin Jones, they all have the ability to shake defenders and break ankles. This guy right now giving you some of those vibes with that.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. And after the interception, the nifty return gets it back inside the 45-yard line. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Moves around to clear up the vision. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Running back searching for a hole. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened.
These fans touching the figurative Hokie stone, doing their part to help out on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. Almost took it all the way, but a huge gain, and he has him set up first and goal.
Third down is money down, and they were money. Great job getting the football to your playmaker, and then watch, after the catch, making the play, getting the big first down. Now you're set up in great position to go get 6 with a first and goal opportunity.
He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Now on second and goal. To the air, it's Jocelyn. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Boston College! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he puts through the extra point. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Things got off to a good start with a touchdown on the opening drive, and then quickly went to pot with a pick on the second one, and now they'll see if they can find the middle with this third possession. They'll start this drive going to the air. Fires downfield. Working that left side. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires one high and deep. It's complete. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
The huge explosive play put them right on the doorstep, and now they've got to punch it in. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
And how about the defense on that play, man? Playing aggressive, fast, downhill, 1st and goal, expecting run. Great job fitting the run. Great job getting it.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Virginia Tech.
What a push up front by this offensive line. Everyone playing in unison, driving out of their stance, working into the second level, hats on hats, creating a lane for that running back.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them.
14, Boston College, 7.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Bringing the heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
He's going to run it. He's past the 30. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
They have set the tone in this one already inside a minute to play in a wild first quarter. Handoff to the single back. There he goes. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
The Golden Eagles look to keep this drive humming. Trying to surprise him with the pass. Got out of trouble and throws. Finds his man. It's Anger. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. thanks to this senior defender. No secret, they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. To the air, it's Joslin. The quick out. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Makes a grab past the marker. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's 4th down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge 1st down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's the pressure. He's got his man. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
From the gun on 3rd down. Makes the grab. The change will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the 1st. Well done.
They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. Offense trying to pay it off on 2nd and goal. Back to throw, it's Joslin. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Boston College. The extra point here would tie the game. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Motion from the wideout. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Working that left side now. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Jocelyn. Rushes on him. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Firing to the right, complete. Stopped right at the 42-yard line as this defense forces a 4th down.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. And the Golden Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Touchdown, Eagles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The Hokies with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Kind of like that big, reliable security line. And that's what tight ends are a lot of the times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
To the ground with the back. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Offense picking up steam. 1st and 10 from the 31. Right on the money.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
Pressure coming. Using the quick game. Breaks into the open. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything is working. The offensive coordinator's calling good plays. The quarterback and his unit is executing. And this defense right now, they have no answers.
Looking for a man. It's Joslin. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on 1st down in the red zone. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. And in the final seconds of the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Good, right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, it should come as no surprise that we have ourselves a fun matchup in Blacksburg. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first 2 quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half.
BC has the ball back, hoping for a party in the mods. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. Just gets it to the 28, pickup of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the O. That defensive penalty was just what the doctor ordered for this offense. It's now 2nd and 3. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Sandman entered earlier, and now they're trying to make it go night-night on this 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Joslin. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Fires complete on the crosser. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They'll leave it with him. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Unloads quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. That was a good read there. Not the biggest gain in the world, David, but take up the space they're going to give you in the zone.
Yeah, make it easy, man. Make the right decision. If he's open, get it to him, get some positive yards. Basically a run play.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Spits it out to the back. Touchdown, Hokie! And they take it in for 6 more points. A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. BC has it back, and the Eagle offense returns to the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. They're going to run it.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Jocelyn. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Wants to go up top. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Missed the connection on 2nd. Now looking at a 3rd down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. They go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right.
Our coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Hokies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. The Hokies will call on their punt team. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to pass, it's Joslin. Quarterback adapted. Fires on the move. Connection to the right. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to...
Gets away from one, finds some space. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This Boston College offense has it working. The give to the back. Able to pick his way forward for a decent gain before the defense gets him down.
Love the push by the offensive line on that RPO play. Look how they just work the single teams and the double teams. You see linemen chipping off of their guys and climbing into the second level and getting a hat on the linebacker. That's why those types of plays are successful.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. So we open the final period with a third down play. He'll go to the sneak. Got enough for the first down and wants more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Talk about a timely run. Gets the first down. Clock keeps moving as they try to finish the deal.
And, man, this is exactly how this offensive coordinator wants to end this football game. Ground and pound, let that clock tick, add to this lead, and make the defense stop you.
Slings it downfield. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And, man, I tell you what, I just love his instincts. You can tell when the ball's being passed, he sees it, and he breaks on the football. That's why he's in the top 10 in interceptions this season. Just such a great feel in the passing game, and you got to be careful when you attack him.
Back to throw, it's Joslin. He's moving out of the pocket. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And how about it? It's not just the arm. We've seen that today where he's picked them apart, put up some yardage, put on some touchdowns. Also showing you he can do it with his puppies. Taking off, running, getting the first down. Nice scramble. He's shown you a little bit of everything today.
And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. First down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And I want to be aggressive in these situations. When I got second and goal, I want to go out and try to get that touchdown. But I do like how he didn't force the ball to coverage. Didn't make a big mistake. Throw a turnover in this area. You want to make sure you can guarantee points. You still got third and goal coming up, and if you want to go for it on fourth.
He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Just drives it between the uprights. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the 4th. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Finds his target down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Looking to fire. Going to try to get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
You know, I think in this situation in the game, too, if I'm this guy, I'm thinking the same thing, right? I'm throwing and getting yards, and if it's not there, I'm going to take this game over myself with my legs. We're in the 4th quarter. We've got an opportunity, 1 possession down, to get back in this thing. I just got to do whatever I got to do to make that happen.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Finds his tight end. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Got room to work. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And you don't usually say that very often. The strong safety with the sack. Usually a guy you spin down in the box, but you could tell he knew what was going on, diagnosed the play, saw he had an opportunity to go get that quarterback, and he went and got it.
From the gun, running back on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. The defense will try to hold up one more time, under 2 minutes to go. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Makes the grab. Oh, he's got some space. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why?
Hauls it in, the first down and more. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. And the Hokies will snap it on 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Shakes off the defender.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times...
Touchdown, Virginia Tech! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
That is how it's done. In the clutch, in the big time, your offense comes up with the big drive, puts points on the board. Now you tell your kicker, go knock this PAT through, take the lead. Nice execution by this offense.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Boston College sending the offense back onto the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Guys, that last trip a little disappointing having to take the 3.
Yeah, and I think, Jesse, you see so many offenses talk about getting yards and the tempo and all the stuff they do. It was a nice job moving the football, but they got to get in the end zone this time.
Yeah, and I think to do that, they just got to be more physical at the point of attack, get some push up front. They need to be the best running team in this game to win.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Quarterback empties his backfield. Looking downfield, it's Jocelyn. It's complete to the left. Strong, firm tackle.
Quarterbacks have got to have composure. And I know this guy's throwing some picks. He hasn't thrown for a ton of yards. But if he can put a great drive together here, and he's got the talent and ability to do that, he can lead his team to victory in this 2-minute situation.
And this offense is going to have to do more of this, right? They're going to have to be aggressive, attack the sidelines. They're going to need some big plays, trailing late in this football game, but they've also got to be smart and be mindful of the clock.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drill.
Wants to throw on first down. He spins that thing down the middle. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
Here comes the heat. This one's complete. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold on.
Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. Now on second down. Dropping back, it's Jocelyn. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. Offense uses a timeout. 17 seconds left on the clock. And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on fourth down. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work